Welcome to the channel that dives deep into the heart of childhood. Today, we're exploring a topic that's often underestimated in the rush of academics, schedules, and screen time: art. Yes, those messy finger paintings, crayon-scribbled walls, and glitter-filled crafts might just be the most important part of a child's development. So, grab a cup of coffee or a box of crayons, and let's dive into the magic of messy hands and the happy hearts that come with them. Why art matters. Art isn't just about making pretty pictures. For children, art is a language, a way of expressing things they may not have the words for. It's how a 3-year-old tells you they're feeling anxious, how a 5-year-old communicates a sense of joy, and how a 10-year-old begins to imagine the world beyond their immediate environment. Art is storytelling, therapy, experimentation, and exploration, all wrapped into one. For a child, the process of making art is far more valuable than the final product. That messy splatter of paint or oddly shaped clay sculpture might look chaotic to us, but it's a visible record of learning, growth, and self-discovery. It shows how their minds are working through ideas, shaping, reshaping, and reflecting on their own creativity. Cognitive development through art. When kids engage in artistic activities, they're activating multiple areas of their brains. Whether they're deciding which colors to mix or how to draw a face, they're exercising problem-solving skills, spatial reasoning, and memory. These cognitive benefits stretch across disciplines. Children who engage with art regularly show improvements in subjects like math and reading. Art also teaches focus and perseverance. Imagine a child drawing a castle. They sketch the towers, erase them, draw them again, and then add windows, flags, and maybe even a moat. This process builds attention to detail, patience, and the ability to work through challenges, a skill that becomes essential in adult life. Emotional expression and resilience. One of the most powerful aspects of art is how it supports emotional development. Kids don't always have the vocabulary to describe sadness, excitement, or fear, but give them a paintbrush, and you'll be amazed at what pours out. A child might not say they're worried, but they might draw stormy clouds or jagged lines. Another might use bright colors to express a joyful moment. This ability to translate emotion into a visual form helps kids develop self-awareness and emotional regulation. It gives them a healthy outlet and builds resilience. Over time, children learn to identify their feelings, sit with them, and release them through creation, something even adults struggle with. Art and social connections. Art also brings children together. Whether it's a classroom mural or sidewalk chalk with neighbors, creating something side by side encourages collaboration and communication. It nurtures empathy. Kids learn to see things from others' perspectives, appreciate different styles, and celebrate each other's work. In shared art activities, children develop a sense of community. They begin to understand that their contributions matter, that even their smallest brushstroke is part of a bigger picture. The sensory experience. Let's not forget the tactile joy of it all. Children love to get their hands dirty because it engages their senses. The squish of clay, the texture of paper, the smell of markers. These sensations help build neural connections in the brain and provide sensory input that supports development, especially for younger children or those with learning differences. These sensory-rich experiences are not just fun, they're foundational. They help develop fine motor skills, hand-eye coordination, and body awareness, all while laying the groundwork for writing and daily tasks. Creativity isn't optional, it's essential. As children grow older, there's often a push to prioritize academic achievement over creative exploration. Art becomes optional, extracurricular, or even replaced by test prep. But in a world that increasingly values innovation and creative problem-solving, this is a mistake. Art teaches kids how to think differently, take risks, and embrace ambiguity. It builds flexibility, curiosity, and confidence. In essence, art prepares children not just to succeed in school, but to thrive in life. What you can do. You don't need to be an artist or have a studio to encourage art at home. All it takes is a little space, a few materials, and a willingness to say yes to the mess. Let your child lead the way. Ask questions about their creations, not to critique, but to understand their thought process. Celebrate the effort, not just the outcome. Create an environment where making art is normal, celebrated, and part of the daily rhythm. Over time, you'll notice a child who's more confident, more expressive, and more connected to themselves and the world around them. So the next time you see paint splattered on the table or marker stains on your child's shirt, take a moment to smile. Those messy hands are crafting more than just art. They're shaping a happy heart, a curious mind, and a resilient spirit. Because in the end, it's not just about what kids make. It's about who they become through the making. Thanks for being here. If you believe in the power of creativity, childhood joy, and a little mess along the way, stick around. There's more where this came from.